Everybody, it's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about yesterday's meetings, because there were two. I was not aware of that. Like I told y'all, I keeping track of the war coverage. I'm not really paying too much attention to the AMC's webpage, but they posted here that they would have a 1 o'clock meeting and a 5 o'clock meeting. Now, I knew about the 5 o'clock meeting, but I didn't know that they would have a 1 o'clock meeting. The difference between the two is they held the annual meeting of stockholders at 1 o'clock, and that's where we voted on the proposals that was before the shareholders to vote on, okay? And then at 5 o'clock, we had the actual earnings report webcast. So that's the reason why they had two meetings. One was the shareholder meeting and one was the earnings webcast at 5 o'clock, okay? Now, I'm going to cover the annual meeting of the stockholders and the proposals 1 through 5 that failed, 6, 7, and I think 8 passed. I got notes on it. I'm going to explain what happened and what that means to AMC moving forward from here, okay? But in this video, I want to cover the earnings webcast. And what was said in that earnings webcast, I want to bring to your attention right now. It was around minute 17. Let's take a listen, and then I'm going to explain to you exactly what he's meaning.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So year to date, 2023 year to date, we have now raised $550 million of gross equity capital. We've lowered the principal value of our debt by $289 million through debt repurchases or exchanges of debt for equity. And we've repaid $83 million of deferred rent.
Now, let's take a look at what he said. All right. First thing you want to know is he said year to date. All right. From January to now, this is where we're at. All right. 515 million gross equity capital. Then he said lowered the principal value on the debt by $289 million. Now, you're going to say that when you have a debt of between $5 and $9 billion, paying $289 million on the principal ain't shit. Oh, but it is, if you're looking at it in the right perspective, okay? Now, year to date, $289 million. We know that they had the Antara deal in this time frame, so that was $100 million right there. Well, there's still $189 million that we've taken off the principal value of our debt through debt repurchase or exchange debt for shares. Now, think about that. Exchanging the debt for shares. What have I been preaching to y'all? Let's take a listen at what I said months ago. Now, I did this video 3 months ago, and it's called the AMC Hustle. You can go watch the whole thing, but watch what I tell y'all about Antara and what they done. Listen. What happened when they created APE? Antara steps in. What do? Well, on 12/22/2022, we see the Antara deal. And what do? Right here it says, reduces the debt by $100 million principal amount of the second lien notes due 2026, currently held by Antara, in exchange for approximately 91 million apes. Why did Antara enter into that deal? There was no more AMC shares. If they were going to convert their notes, they had to convert them through the APE. All right. And so now we know that the Antara deal took $100 million off the debt for us. Okay. That still leaves, like I said, $189 million that they either paid down the debt, which they didn't do, or he exchanged shares for the debt, just like he did with Antara. All right, where somebody has gotten these shares of AMC in the repayment of the debt at a really discounted rate, I would imagine. We're going to be finding out pretty soon. And when they do, they run the price up, just like Antara, just like when Silver Lake did it back in 2021. All right, that's what those run-ups were. They were cashing in the debt for shares, and we stopped the hustle when we told them they couldn't do that no more. And so they had to create Ape. And then Antara rolled over into Ape, and they made their money that way too. And now we're at the point where they have now switched out at least $189 million more worth of AMC shares. So what do you think they're about to do to the price? They're about to run it up. At least that's my perspective of it all. Now, the thing about saying that the price is going to run up, people, I understand. I went through the reverse stock split with you. I lost 90% of my shares. And when we say that the stock's going to run up to $18, $20 very, very, very soon, some of y'all get upset. Well, that ain't helping me. I don't know what to tell you. I can't make the price. I can't lie to you and say that I believe AMC is going to go to $16,000 a share if I only think that the next run-up is going to bring us to around 20 to 50 and probably back up to around 72. And I have my reasons for believing that. But what can I say? I mean, average down or go watch a couple of videos on options and that I do with my AMC that I have right now and learn how to do options. Some of y'all got mad at me about that. All right? Well, now we got to learn how to do options. No, you ain't got to learn to do a motherfucking thing. But if you want your money back, you're going to learn how to do options and take advantage of this next run-up that's coming up if it's not already too late. Because it's in the works. I know. I see $189 million worth of the principal debt gone in exchange for shares. So I know the stock is fixing to go through the roof. All right? And it'll be them making their money. You just be a part of it. Not financial advice, just my perspective. Love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video.